I would like to take this opportunity and invite our next speaker, Mr. Talha Aziz. Our session speaker, Mr. Talha Aziz, is the head of strategy at Chempol. With over a decade of experience in lubricants, additives, R&D, manufacturing, and market development across global regions, Talha is a highly accomplished professional. Today, he will discuss the lubricant additives market size and sustainable future in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, offering valuable insights into industry growth and sustainability.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Engineer Talha Aziz from Chempol Additives and Chemical Specialty. We are actually a lubricant manufacturer based in UAE. So today I am going to present a topic on a lubricant additives market size and sustainable future in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. First of all, regarding lubricants, I have two parts of my presentation. One is a lubricant additive market size in kingdom and other is a sustainable future in a kingdom. So first of all, we will discuss about the basics of our lubricant additives. Lubricant additive is a compound of chemical which we are using to manufacture lubricants. We have to blend these additive in base oil to increase the properties of base oil to make a lubricant. So you can see that this is a pie, is a whole lubricant, and its green is showing base oil, and the small around portion 20% is the additive. This you can say that in lubricant, we can say that is a 20 to 30% there is a lubricant additive, then we can form that lubricants. There are some key segments of lubricant additives. We can distinguish by two things. One is by types and another is by application. So by types, the major lubricant additive is viscosity index improver, which we use to enhance the thickness and the viscosity index of a lubricant. And other one is detergent, dispersant, anti-wear agent, antioxidant, anti-corrosion inhibitor, friction modifier, emulsifier, and other additives are there. In Saudi Arabia, the two major lubricant additives, especially viscosity index improver and dispersant, they have a major market share in by type of lubricant additives. By application, if we will discuss, we have an option of automotive lubricant additives, heavy duty motor oil, we can say it's diesel engine oil additive as well, and other passenger car motor oil and automotive motor oil and industrial lubricant like hydraulic lubricants, quenching oils, and other compressor oils additives are there. And mainly by application, there is marine oil, rail, and other oils is also is there. So we are going to check this overall the market overview of lubricant additives in Saudi Arabia. So as all you know that KSA is a petroleum-based industry and it enhances the lubricant manufacturer to come and innovate the product and share the quality performance additive with their and to meet their industry's requirement. And second, the lubricant additives market experienced growth due to an increase in sale of automobiles and the surge demand for the passenger car in accelerating demand for the dispersant-based additive. However, most of people talk about EVs. Yes, it handles little lubricants demand in Saudi Arabia, but it's very near, very less. If you will talk about the EVs, around April 16th and 24, till in Saudi Arabia, only 780 EV vehicles are here. So it's just a very minor portion that it will not disturb the lubricant additive market. So there is some key drivers which can move the market, expanding, as I discussed, there's expanding automotive and industrial sector, which leads to the growth of lubricant industry in Saudi Arabia. As a manufacturing and transportation industries grows also, and demand of lubricant is also increasing. So when the demand of lubricant will increase, of course, the lubricant additive demand will also increase. Here is some challenges of lubricant markets in Saudi Arabia. Yes, to sustainable performance and standards and market adoption. People are lubricant manufacturer, they don't have that much capacity to meet the requirement of sustainability, and even the buyer, they are not adopting those additives to fulfill their requirements. So this is our main core part of presentation, where market size and growth of. When we talk about this lubricant additive market size and growth, we have to see the lubricants market size and growth in a kingdom. So, I think. So in 2023, there is a lubricant estimate is around 552 million liters in last years. And in 24, it is expected to reach 580 million liters of lubricants to be in the KSA. And if we will take a forecast of 2030, like everybody talk about the vision 2030, then it will reach to 735 million at the growth rate of 4.07. So it's mean the lubricant market in the Saudi Arabia is enhancing. Here is the some market and growth rate of lubricant additives, especially in Saudi Arabia. The lubricant additive market in Saudi Arabia valued at 318 million in 2030, and it is estimated to reach 412 million till 2030. So it will be around 3.8% growth rate will be there. And globally, if we will see that there is around 1400, there is some issues. There is around 14 billions in 2024. This is evaluation of the lubricant additives market. And in 2030, there is a 19.2, and the growth rate will be 4.8. So we can, from these stats, we can say that the lubricant additive market in Saudi Arabia is growing, and the market size, with the passage of time, till coming time, it will grow more. So, as I discussed, that's why these lubricant additive markets are growing in Saudi Arabia. So these are some major reasons why there is a growth in automotive. As we discussed in Middle East, around the sale of automotive in Saudi Arabia is around 40% of whole of Middle East. And in last year, in 2030, the total vehicles sold in Saudi Arabia is around 0.73 million numbers, and which is more around 70% is more than 2022. As per LMCM, as in Saudi Arabia, the women drives is also allowed. The annually, the 15 to 20%, the country will, the automotive industry will enhance. This is another stats of growth of automotive. According to ICA, the 16 million vehicles is circulation in the country. And in 2030, the volume of active vehicle will be 16 million, experience growth of 2.9% compared to 2022. This is the stat for 23. By the end of 24, the volume of the active vehicle in the country is expected to reach 16.5 million, experience growth of 2.8%. These are the basic reasons why the lubricant additive market will grow more in kingdom. These are some market size and growth. You can see the motorcycles, commercial vehicles, and passenger vehicles by million from 2019 to till 2029. There is a huge difference from 13 million to around 18 million. The passenger car will be in the United Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Here is some another reason lubricant additives market is expanding. The regulation, of course, this investment in expansion of industrial, the NIC under the 2030 vision, they are giving the peoples to come and invest in the country. KSA especially, they are making the special economic zone to reduce the taxation and other VAT to come and invest and increase the productivity of lubricant additives in the kingdom. So there is another reason why the lubricant additive market is expanding. Of course, the major portion of lubricant is consumed is in a power generation sector of in Saudi Arabia. You can see that in 2015 there is around 69,000 megawatt power generation was there, and it will go to up to more around 83 megawatt power generation will enhance. So as the lubricant will consume more in power generation sector, so the lubricant additives will also demand will enhance. So other is topic of the presentation. The second part is sustainability. We talk about a lot regarding the sustainability. Of course, the major thing, government have some led the initiative to for the environmental safety and other to control the emissions and this eco-friendly environment. Government have implemented some regulation to meet those regulations. In Saudi Arabia, SASO is the biggest body who is regulating all these things. If I talk about this SASO in Saudi Arabia, the lubricant API, the minimum API grade for passenger car is API SL, and for diesel petrol is a minimum CH4. If I talk about the Middle East, there is none of country who has implemented such standards. Here is some technologies. The lubricant additive manufacturers, they are going toward to synthetic lubricants and bio-based lubricants and the dispersion-based lubricant to meet the requirement of eco-friendly. Here are some bio-based lubricant additives. We talk about lot biodegradable additives, which are actually based on vegetable oil, animal fat, and synthetic food, and bio additives. So globally, in whole world, around 5.56 billion in 2030 and 4.02 billion in 23. So it will be growing with the rate of 4.7% this bio-based additive globally. But unfortunately, still in Saudi Arabia, there is not that much demand of bio-based lubricant additives. But there is like Campol additive also have some bio-based additives and other companies also. But there is few hurdles in adopting the bio-based additives. Some driving forces for bio-based additives are, of course, environmental is the main concern, industrial application, biodegradability, and these additives are non-toxic. The restraint factors are main. Why these bio-based additive couldn't get that much volume in Saudi Arabia? The cost is the main factor. Blenders, they are not going toward bio-based additive due to the cost of the additives. And the second thing is the compatibility issue with the existing equipment, existing vehicles and the seals issues. So due to these reasons, this bio-based additive market is not growing in Saudi Arabia. So this is another important thing, alternate of bio-based additives, the dispersion-based additives. Dispersion-based additive has a good market in Saudi Arabia and it's growing. And it's very near to environmental friendly and eco-friendly formulation and even less emission as well. As I mentioned that eco-friendly formulation, it contains high nitrogen content. As everybody knows, in air around 79% is a nitrogen. So it's not dangerous to environment. It's environment friendly. So low ash, cost effective and no compatibility issue enhanced lubricant. So these features make better additive for Saudi Arabian market, and local blender, they have adopted this additive. And this additive is almost growing in the Saudi Arabian market. And local blenders, the manufacturer of additives company, also they are manufacturing such kind of additive dispersion-based additives. So some strategic constraints are here. Of course, there is some opportunities for the sustainability issues. Lot of companies, they have emerged together to make additive and develop bio-based cost-effective additives in a market to support the local blenders of Saudi Arabia. So if we talk about the future outlook of lubricant additives in Saudi Arabia, from picture you can see that it's growing and it's green. And the lubricant additive manufacturers, there is some competition as well, but inshallah it will be lubricant additive have a bright future in Saudi Arabia. So here is some major end consumer of lubricant additives in Saudi Arabia. Is more than 25 plus blending plants in Saudi Arabia. In Automechanika, we find few less blending plants, but actually there is more blending plant who consume lubricant additive. So that much industry is right now available in Saudi Arabia. So it's mean they have a consume of lubricant additive around 20% for their manufacturing of lubricant. And a main important thing, these all blenders, they have started export as well of lubricants to other countries. So therefore, the demand of lubricant increase. So the lubricant additive demand will also increase. So this is a Campol additive I want to introduce over a dispersion-based additive 61458. We have a sequence test as well for this additive. So can I have audio for this, please? Can you increase volume, please?
Rigorous requirements of APISB, SN+, and ILSAC GF6 specifications. Campbell's 61458 is the epitome of excellence. When blended with precise combination of conventional viscosity modifiers, high-quality PPD, and mostly available Group 2 and Group 3 base oils, it is able to cover multiple viscosity grades gasoline products at minimal treat rate. But what sets Campbell's 61458 apart?
These are sequence test
Engineered
approval.
for excellence, our rigorous engine tests reveal unparalleled results. At a treat rate of 8.15%, experience superior antioxidation, detergency, and dispersancy performance, effectively controlling oil aging, deposit formation, and wear. Count on Campbell's 61458 for exceptional anti-wear performance, safeguarding engine stability and efficiency, mile after mile, and with a low phosphorus, low ash formula. Our commitment extends beyond performance to environmental responsibility, protecting after-treatment systems while being environmentally friendly. From multiple base oils to multi-viscosity formulations, Campbell's 61458 gasoline engine oil package is the pinnacle of innovation for your engine's needs. Campbell, powering progress with innovative chemical solutions.
Any question, please? Thank you very much for joining us.